Good evening, everybody. This is ArchAngel88201. Welcome back to the stream. Happy Saturday, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great day so far. Looking forward to getting some things done today. I want to start on a project today. I don't know which one I'm going to do. I will figure that out as soon as we get outside. So, again, thank you for stopping by, and let's just hop into the fun. Let's find out what we're going to do today. So earlier today, I went ahead and built the keep entrance for the first floor into the barracks of the keep, which is the primary entrance into the building. I thought that it would be a good idea to get that finished because it's starting to look a little odd with a large balcony out here with no means of getting up here. So what I did, well, I mean, it is finished. It's complete. I'm kind of thinking I might want to put two little towers right here and here on either side of the drawbridge, and then try to figure out a way to make it look like it is an actual drawbridge. So that might be a project either for later today, if not at a later date. But I think that this entrance looks pretty sweet. I kind of like it. It looks really good. Please don't mind these two roof objects here. I was showing somebody in an earlier stream how to build interesting roofs, but yeah, I really like it. I think it looks neat. Matter of fact, I might want to change these two lamps right here I have on this area here to look just like the ones up there with the acacia wood. But I also want to take those acacia wood slabs off and trade it with a trapdoor or a carpet or something that just hides the top, because I really don't like that. I think it's too tall. I think it looks kind of janky. So that's what I'm going to do. First things first, let's get some acacia trap doors, get rid of these, and do something just a little bit different with these ones here. But yeah, I really like the idea of the drawbridge because it does make it that much more difficult to actually get into the keep, and it just looks really sweet. I just like it. Let's get in here and oh, I want to go back up there and get those acacia slabs. I want to get rid of those. Whoa, come on now. Why'd I go up 2 flights? I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Whoop. Well, that darted the heck off, didn't it? Whoop. Oh, got it. There we go. Toss those in there. You know what? I need to put these in with the doors because they are trap doors after all. They are doors. So are gates. Let's put those in there too. And time to go get some more acacia. That is not enough. Serious? I need more. That's enough. Down here, toss those in there. Let's take a look at the bowl. And I'm going to need 6. I want to use white. I think that'll look weird. Red? No. Let's just use black. 4, I need 2 more. Let's do it. That just looks better. Yeah, that looks better. I like it. Alright, so let's take a look at a couple of my projects. And I'm only going to do one project tonight. I am only going to have an hour-long stream, maybe slightly shorter. I am really not feeling it today. I was up all night. I'm super burned out and tired today. Like, really tired. Alright, so I do have some areas marked off after getting this... I guess you could call it just a wall built up yesterday, which makes me pretty happy because I'm a little happier about being completely surrounded and protected from mobs. I don't have to worry about them just sneaking up on me randomly. And so this area off over here I have corned off as a quarry area, and I'm not going to work on that today because obviously I still need a design for it. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do about it, which is the reason why I went ahead and left all the stone, gravel, andesite, and granite out here. I even popped in a couple pieces of coarse dirt just to kind of give it a little bit of look. I was going for, I don't know, something, just making it look a little different. So I'm going to do something pretty cool right here. I'm probably going to build like a storage building or something right here in this area, and then I'm going to start mining down a little bit and probably making a pretty big hole in this area just to make it look like a quarry. I kind of want to make it look like this is where we got all the stone for the keep. You know, I just want to make it look neat. And this right here, I want to make a biome of spruce, you know, so I think this would be a nice little spruce area. I'm even going to put in the larger 2x2 spruce trees to change the dirt. So it's going to look pretty neat. And then right off over here, I have a little area sectioned off for the subscribers hall. And I need to come up with a design for it too. It's going to be pretty big because I have a feeling that my subscribers are going to start climbing. I've only been on for about a month now, and I've almost hit my goal. I'm too shy of hitting my goal for this month. So we're getting there. We're getting there. And there's only a couple of days left before the month is over. I also want to move my turtle farm over here to a different spot. I think that maybe this is just, I don't know. One, I think it's a little, well, I don't know. Maybe it's too small for them, but they're not, I don't know, it's not working out the way I thought it would for these guys here. And I think I could do a little bit better job. I just need more sand, which means I'm probably going to have to go back to seed and mine up some more sand islands, because right at the moment that's the only way I know how to get sand is off those sand islands. And then off over here I want to put in the farms for all of the mobs, all my animals. I mean, because right now I've got my llamas over here and they're cool and all, but you know, I still haven't figured out how to make 4 or higher inventoried ones. Right now these guys right here only hold 6 extra item slots. That guy only holds, I don't know what he holds yet. I haven't actually broke him yet, so you know what, may as well give that a shot, huh? Let's get him broke and find out how many more he holds. Alright. Is there a way to check his strength? Alright, Oak. No. Look at him. Look at him. Stone wall, oak fence. Why is it not looking at him? How do you look at mobs? Ugh. Well, let's go get a chest and find out. Guess it's the only way I know that for sure we're going to be able to find out how much he can carry. Alright, this guy's a 6-fer. Awesome. So I need to go get a black carpet for him. Now I'm getting somewhere with those guys. Right now he's 1 for 2. He's 50-50 shot. And I went past my carpets. There we go. Over here and give him a blanket. I actually like this. I think this is neat. Alright, and put this on him. There we go. Now he looks like the other two. That's awesome. These guys can carry a lot of items. Well, 6 inventory spots is better than none. You know, so the way I see it is they carry a bit more than me. You know, so if I had a full inventory, I'd want to be able to dump it somewhere, right? So yeah, all I'd need is a lead, and then all I got to do is pull one of them, and they will actually group together in groups of 10, of up to 10. Which reminds me, I might want to go off over there and see if there are any more llamas over there, because these guys are pretty handy to have. Fence, and then start a running. Them. Hey there, Blocks. Welcome back to the channel. I was pretty sure this was where I found them last time. I think I collected them all. Well, that's sad. Oh, it's okay. Again, I don't expect anybody to stay in the channel, especially if nothing very interesting is going on. So what I'm looking for are those sheep. Those are sheep. Do what you gotta do. Darn, I was hoping more would spawn up over here or something. If I travel this way a little bit, I might find some. Well, that was almost very bad. Yeah. I think I'm SOL. Yeah, it is what it is. having a good day today? Ah, missed one. Hey now. Thank you so much, TTV Gamer King. I appreciate your follow, man. Let me go get you added to my wall. Thank you so much for the follow, man. It is always appreciated. Ugh, I can't type today. Alright, how awesome is that? I am one shy of making my goal. Oh, by the way, blocks. This was that other roof I was talking about, where it goes up quickly and then starts to taper off into a more deep instead of a steep slope. That's literally my very favorite, roof style. Holy moly. Sabrina Sims 11. Thank you so very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Let me write that down or I'm going to forget that because I need to add you to my wall too. Sabrina Sims 11. I thank you so very much for the follow. That is so awesome. I have met my goal. Now I'm going to have to end up expanding. Oh my goodness. I have to expand my wall. Sorry, TTV Gamer King. And Sabrina Sims, welcome to the place of power on the wall. You are my final subscriber or follower for the month. Well, probably not the final, but at least the one that I was looking forward to. So I've actually accomplished a goal. How awesome. Look at that, all 20 for the month of September. That is great. Thank you so much for the follow. Right. You know what? I've got a bed over here. So I was considering a couple of things to do today, and I think I'm just going to go with my Tigria biome off to the side of using, I do believe, birch, or is it spruce? Spruce. So I need to make a spruce biome. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Are they the ones that subscribed? Well, I know what it says. It says I have 18. Trust me, there are more there. There are more. Come on. Grow. It's not going to grow. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, I guess we're going to have to move it over here. Oh! Let's try it again. Nice. There we go. Come on. Man. What is what, this here? It was the one that we were working on right before you left, where it went from a slow pitch to a sharp pitch, so it kind of slopes up like that. I personally like the slightly more rounded one. Looks more like a barn top. Kind of like it. Oh, you're talking about bone meal. Ah. What you do is you take bone, you can take a stack of bone and turn it into 3 stacks of bone meal, like that. And that you use to grow stuff. Like right now I kind of need it to grow, you know, grass and such right here to give this a little more personality, just like that. I use it to grow flowers and to speed up the growth of trees and crops. See? It's nice to have. Oh, just don't want it to get out of hand. But I use it to accent stuff. See? That's why it's all around the base of the keep and such. Primarily, though, I use it to make sure that trees grow big. No, you can totally do that on Bedrock Edition too. It's not just a Java Edition thing. There's gotta be a reason why it's not growing here. There's something different about this spot here. Where are we? I'm in a plains. Still in a plains. Yeah, it should have been working. That's what I thought. That's weird. Come on. Oh, these trees aren't working with me. No, I'm not using hacks. This is just my my HUD. It's the F3 key on the keyboard. This only or you can only use this in Java Edition, where it gives you a little more information as to what's going on. Using hacks would be using like a hacked client, or coming in here and like let's go game mode spectator. And as you can tell, I can't use it because I don't have cheats active. Does that make sense? I can't hack on this server. This server is not allowed. This is not an anarchy server. It's not allowed to. Can't use hacks on this server. There it goes. Good Lord. Why didn't it work over here? Ugh. Alright, well that looks a little bit better. How do you use cheats? Well, cheats are a little difficult, and it is super easy to get caught using cheats. And people like me, I'm not into people who cheat. Cheaters tend to, I like to do, I'm very hardcore, I'm very naturalist. Well, so if you were to use, let's say, a modded or hacked client, it would give you the ability to fly and stuff like that. It'd give you God mode and that kind of such. You can't grow in it. No, it'll grow in the green. Of course it'll grow in the green. But or it'd give you things like being able to look through X-ray through the ground and stuff like that. But you know, there are people out there like me and General Diggler that will find you, and we will make your life a living hell on our server if we find you on the server cheating. So it's kind of, yeah, you can get God mode in survival. That's totally a thing. It's incredibly difficult, but you can totally do it. Alright. Now that I got that, wow, that is an ugly tree. What to do with this area now? Should I put in a couple tree houses up there or something? A couple custom trees maybe? No, I can't turn on cheats. I can't turn them on. I don't have access to the server in that manner. I want to grow some more of those, though. That is absolutely what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to put in a couple of custom trees, too. I'm sorry. I didn't pick that bed up. Mine that bed up so I can bring it with me. Well, thank you. I like to know that I'm stimulating. There we go. Not really a fan of grass, but when I've got a whole bunch of empty area like this, I want to fill it with something. Alright. Let's make it look nice. There we go. Perfect. There we are. Good, good, good. That looks pretty good. I like it. Blow up. Alright, you do that. Good night. I'm only going to be on for about another 20, maybe 30 minutes, and I'm going to bed. I have church in the morning. You don't have to. If you're tired, go to bed. There we go. Alright. Sweet. Alright, I'm going to use the center tree. That's the primary tree to work with. Let's do this. Ladders. I could have swore I grabbed ladders. I guess I didn't. Well, dang. Oh, I had one right there. That's rough. Oh, I can totally stream late if I wanted to. I just don't feel like it. I'm super tired. I didn't sleep last night. So I'm super wore out. And I have church in the morning, so I kind of want to be rested for church. Wait a second, what day is it? I literally don't know what day it is. Well, it's Saturday. Well, that's not enough. Well, whose fault is it for not waking up in time? It's everybody's fault. That's still plenty of time to get to service. Services don't usually start till about 10:30 in the morning. That's most churches. Yeah, I know trees can catch on fire. Not by torches, though. No, fire spread is definitely not off on this map. Almost lost the roof of my keep 3 or 4 times because of lightning strikes. I have no idea. I don't know what it is you're doing that's causing trees to catch fire. As you can tell, they ain't catching fire here, are they? See, if anything was going to catch this stuff on fire, My arrows would have. They don't catch the trees on fire either. That'll look pretty neat later. No, I don't think so. Update aquatic, and they grow in the ocean, and if you cook them in a furnace, you can either eat it or you can turn them into blocks, and those blocks you can use as a fuel source, and they make an amazing fuel source, and they're so easy to convert. So I've basically been using kelp to smelt kelp, so basically an infinite source of fuel. So what they do is they go up, they end up in that stream, they come down into these here so that they collect quicker, and then they push off into this one, which then filters them down into these. Oh, that's why it's not purple, because I need to turn those into kelp blocks. Yeah, I'll show you. It's actually pretty interesting. And they grow really fast too. Alright, so. Oh, I have too much junk. So, toss this out real quick. So you come over here, you take the kelp blocks, (2020 servers). What are you talking about, 2020 servers? Oops, didn't mean to throw that in there. That would have been very bad. So yeah, these blocks right here, so you can either eat the dried kelp, which you can use as a fuel. Yeah, I know. You can either use this as food, it'll recover 1 health bar, or you can block it and use it as a fuel source for your smelteries and stuff, which in my case I thought was a better idea. So not to mention I'm going to be using them as a building block here before too long. So alright, well, thank you very much for coming by, man. I'm actually going to end my stream on this note. Thank you so very... Whoa. At a dark spot. Didn't know I had one. Okay, so thank you so very much for all of my followers and helping me reach my goal. Thank you TTV Gamer King and Sabrina Sims 11. You guys, I hope you're having a great evening. Thank you so much for contributing to my channel. Water mob? What are you talking about, water mob thing? Are you talking about getting the stuff for the conduit? Oh, no. No, I'm far from done with it. I still have to hide the base. Still have to figure out a way to make it look like it's being supported by something. And I still have to put in all of the hoppers into a storage system. Until then, it's nowhere near done. Right now, it's just sitting there until I've got enough iron to finish the project. And me and General Diggler basically is building an iron farm off in that direction where the sun's coming up. So until that's done. What are you talking about, an iron farm? Or are you talking about this? Well, this is a pretty simple design. What it amounts to is I went pretty high so that they would be high enough up that they would be out of range for me so that mobs would actually spawn in place. Let's see if I can get up here high enough. I'm going to be too close, so I don't think any mobs are going to be spawned. But yeah, you come up here, and what it is it's a platform of stone slabs in an area that only water can reach all the way out to the edge. So if you place a water source, it'll push everything that's up there out. And it's set on a timer down there that turns the water on and off. So here in a second, you should see lights going all the way up here. When that happens, it'll turn these two on and these two off. And that's what pushes the mobs off. When mobs collect up here, then the water will push them off the edge where they will fall to their death. When they die down here, hoppers can actually suck objects through a slab because it's a half source block. So it'll actually pick up the items that those mobs drop, and then I'm going to put them into a sorting system so that it sorts those items out. And then I get to keep the things that I want to keep, you know, like gunpowder and stuff like that. This is just a quick way of being able to get a large inventory of stuff you may need. Now, the iron farm, however, is a lot harder to make. General Diggler would probably be the better person to ask how that is built. But I can give you kind of an idea by going over there real quick and showing you. And it's more than far enough away to make sure that the doors being used don't interfere with the village. Or the doors that I have at my village don't interfere with these particular doors that are creating a new village far enough away. Alright, here we go. So as you can tell, this little structure right here, there's a whole line of doors up here. Those doors are considered a village center point. Okay, so, well, not a center point, but a village nonetheless. So what happens is that we're going to put in a couple source blocks of water in the four corners, and that'll push enough water down the center to this four-made hole here. Okay, but these villages, or this village sitting right here, will spawn a iron golem. Those iron golems, once we have villagers out here to make this village an actual authentic village, there have to be villagers present for that to work. So we'll have 4 stations, actually 2 is all we really need, on either side to validate this particular village. Okay, and with 20 doors or more, that'll make it a very large village. So we'll need, I do believe, close to 12 villagers here to validate this particular village. Okay, and then off over there, there's another one of these here. And what it does is those create the iron golems, like I said, and then we kill the iron golems to get iron, because when you kill an iron golem, you get 4 pieces of iron and a poppy. See, here's another one right here. So they'll get flushed down to here, and then they get pushed down to a killing zone, and in that killing zone they'll sit, their heads will be in a little bit of lava, and that lava will cause them to die. They'll drop their stuff into some hoppers, that stuff gets collected, and eventually we get a huge inventory of iron. And yes, it is incredibly tricky. I don't know about too tricky, but it is incredibly tricky. But everything that we do in Minecraft has something to do with the mechanics of how the game operates, and we use those mechanics to our advantage. Like, if you have an iron golem close enough, a skelly will shoot its arrows at it. So you can actually use that to kill mobs. So if you have 2 skellies, say you have 2 skellies sitting here and here in an area far enough away, say like right here, you have an iron golem. Those skellies are going to keep firing at this guy until he's dead. Now, what you could do is put in a couple of fences here, and then drop a couple pieces of sand down on those fences, and the sand will just sit there and continually glitch in and out of phase, and that'll stop the arrows. But if you have a mob pop up in between where those fences or the glitchy sand is and the arrows, then it'll kill the mobs, but if an arrow gets past the mob, it'll get caught by the sand. So you're effectively stopping the arrows from killing your iron golems. So yeah, there's a lot to it. There's a lot of thought you have to put into that. But yeah, every mechanic has a rhyme or reason. So I can tell you now that it takes so many ticks for sugarcane to grow. So I could actually set up a timer so that when sugarcane grows, it sets off an observer. That observer fires a piston to break that, but in that fire off, it also powers another thing, and I could use that as a clock. So yeah, like right here, I'm using mechanics to farm cactus. So cactus will only grow 3 high unless there is a block sitting right next to where it's growing. So when the cactus grows another piece right here, it's going to detect this block sitting here, and it's going to break it off. It's not going to actually stay. So I use that as a way to drop the cactus down into this water and then the water pushes it off into another series of streams. See? I'm collecting down up under these farms to push that stuff out. And that's how I actually use these farms here to collect food, like my potatoes and carrots. This is a farm full of carrots. So how I farm these up is I also have the same troughs for collecting off over here. And this is another game mechanic that I use all the time. By splashing water right here, it will farm this entire farm, and nothing goes in my inventory. And then I pick it up, and it just pushes everything off. And then I've got a free farm here to replant. So yeah, it's just all about using game mechanics to your benefit. All of these things are to my benefit. It's all about finding a game mechanic that's going to help you, you know, screw with the game and make it awesome for you to use. Like I can make a cobblestone generator, something that makes cobblestone all the time. These are all easy things to do. There's no let to it. If I wanted to go to bed so bad, I would have gone to bed. But thank you. And, you know, keep watching the stream. Eventually, I'm going to start explaining how things are being built, or I'll explain it as I build things. And then, you know, you'll get a little bit more creative on how to do things. And then maybe you might even be able to come up with an idea for me of something to try. How does that sound? And then I can probably show you how to build something in particular. But anyway, thank you so much for coming by, man. I appreciate it. And to anybody else who's actually still on the channel watching, thank you so much for stopping by. I do appreciate you guys coming by to view and to watch these streams with me. Thank you so very much. You guys have a great evening, and have a happy Saturday, and have a great Sunday, and we'll probably see you tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Central Time. Good night, folks.